Good morning, hello, welcome. Day 21, can you believe it? 3 weeks. Wowza, this has gone so fast, way too quickly, but very, very exciting anyway. And interestingly, I had a number of messages and thoughts around time yesterday. And it is a fascinating subject, but I really loved this one, so I'm going to share it with you, which is that our relationship with time is just like a whirling, waltzing dance where we swirl around, and it's rather than a linear equation. I really like that idea. I'm going to explore that further, I think. But today we move on to Portugal too. So what happened was, we'd chosen the country. What were we going to do? I mean, it's all very well having your country, but where are you going to live in the country? I mean, I might have chosen Great Britain and decided to live in Colville. And let me tell you, there are probably some nice bits to Colville now, but when I suggested that to a friend 30 years ago, there weren't any. Sorry to the people of Colville, it's just the way it is. So where was going to be nice in Portugal? Well, me good mucker Carl, he said, why don't you take some time? Because we had to come in from the very north, because we wanted to visit a company that built wooden houses, right? He said, why don't you go down the old spice trail? And I'll come onto that. But we did. We basically did. Before we did that, though, we were doing more research in the UK. We were looking on Idealista, we were looking on Pure Portugal, we were looking on Expats Portugal, we were looking at any sort of property that we quite fancied. The south had already got ridiculously expensive for what you were getting, in our humble opinion. And the sea, we love visiting the sea, we love the sound of the ocean, but we don't want to live with it. We like hills, we like looking up at hills. There's something nice in it, I don't know quite what, but it works for us. So, so we kind of knew that the south was out. So we only had to plan for the first half, for the first half of the spice trail from the north down into the middle. And we got together 22 plots of land that we thought we would want to visit on this journey, and would do. They would work for us. It would. They were the kind of land, but truly, whatever other mistakes I have made, and there have been plenty, do not make the mistake of buying it off a page unless the person you have gone to check it out for you, you trust implicitly. There will always be something that nobody else can get, the feeling that you get from a piece of land. Nobody else will get the view that you get. Nobody else will see the potential that you see. This is your journey. This is your piece of land. So my strong advice is take the time to go and visit. Anyway, we'd worked out we had 22 bits of land that we wanted to go and visit, and everybody was laughing at us. But nearly all of them were in central Portugal. There's something magical about central Portugal. I can't tell you what it is. It floats our boat. You know, we liked Castelo Branco when we finally got there. Well, I skip ahead. Let me go back. We came in to Portugal across the Box Bridge into a little village that I can't remember the name of right now because, well, it must be 58 or something. Anyway, and it was the most wonderful entry. We stopped straight away for a coffee and a pastel de nata, and it was just absolutely lovely. And so for the next week, was it week, 2 weeks, we just toured from the north slowly down to the middle, right? And we took our time. We stopped everywhere. We looked at everything. I almost burnt out the clutch going up and down the hills in the far north. It was just a magical, magical time. And I would suggest, if you're ever going to look at a country, go and visit and live and spend as long as you can. I mean, the reason we're back now is because we wanted to see what the land was like when it was raining. We're still waiting to see what the land is like when it's raining. It's been an incredibly dry winter here, which is kind of bad news, but hopefully we'll get some rain soon, because you want to experience, you want to understand, you want to know, and probably you want to do that before you buy a piece of land. Anyway, we toured down, and this is all on our website, on either on the website or on the Facebook page. If you go onto Kuwudu, you can see the history of our journey down to finding this piece of land, and it was just the most amazing adventure. And of the 22 pieces of land, weirdly, I think we looked at 2 before we actually found the right one, which wasn't on the 22 pieces of land. So the thing is this, and this is the thing: if you have a destination, if you take those baby steps, you will get to where you're going, but almost certainly not in the way that you thought you were. Imagine you put into your sat-nav to go from London to Leeds. Often you might find yourself going via Carlisle. This would not be a natural progression. Or you were going from New York to Boston and you decided to go via Chicago. You know, these are not natural progressions, but you're going to get there, and it's going to be the most wonderful journey because of the uncertainty of how you get there. And you won't realise this until you're looking back at it. Anyway, I've rambled on for far too long today. Hope you're all well. Love you loads. Speak to you soon. Be back on tomorrow.